MoneyBagg Yo just lit the fuse and officially kicked off a war with Offset. And the reason behind it, things are heating up fast in the rap game. Y'all, because Offset is allegedly tangled up in an affair with Ari Fletcher. And now, it looks like a full-blown hip-hop feud is right on the horizon. Ever since this tea spilled a few days back, the internet has been losing its mind over the swirling rumors. Word is, Offset and Ari were moving in silence behind the scenes. At first, people thought it was just messy gossip, but now that it's starting to feel real, MoneyBagg is not brushing off the betrayal. He's been popping off on social media, taking clear shots at Offset, and he's coming for Ari too, along with the guys he claims are putting hands on Offset. I won't lie, the vibe is pure chaos. Bagg is clearly ready to take this beef both to the mic and to the streets. And he's not here for any cryptic subtweets or low-key drama. So now the question is this shaping up to be the next huge rap feud of the year? And did Offset really step out on Cardi to chase Ari?
Because honestly, this goes beyond just messy drama. This feels like the beginning of a whole new saga. We're diving headfirst into the madness. So grab your popcorn, because it's time to dig in. And hold up, nobody saw this disaster coming. That combo was definitely not on anyone's 2025 rap scandal bingo card. Offset and Ari Fletcher? Yet here we are, and the streets are in shambles. So here's how everything unraveled. The whole timeline got shaken when blogger Ava Got Alexis dropped alleged text messages involving Cardi B. And let me tell you, Cardi was not keeping it cute. Sis was going off. And the tea she spilled? Scorching. Cardi basically came right out and accused Offset of sneaking around with Ari Fletcher, while folks were still spinning stories about her and Offset being together. Now, as everyone starts connecting the dots we all missed earlier, people are looking at Offset sideways because no one ever imagined his name being tied to Ari like that. Let's be real. Jaws were on the floor. When I say this tea had the internet by the throat, I mean everyone was shook. Then came the guessing game, about which Ari Cardi was calling out. People were in full detective mode, playing Nancy Drew. But let me go ahead and make it crystal clear, and drop the bomb.
Alexis made it crystal clear it was Ari Fletcher. No confusion, no hesitation. And just like that, social media went up in flames. To add fuel to the already blazing fire, Alexis dropped receipts and dug up a shady tweet from Ari that dated back to February. The tweet read, "Coming to a woman as a woman or snitching on a woman to a man has got to be top 2 corniest and most miserable bees walking." Then Alexis hit us with a real bombshell, saying, "I kept it P. I ain't tell the world." She was talking about Cardi. I ain't tell the world how she called Bagg trying to snitch on Ari because of Offset. The boldness is wild. Now it's starting to look like Ari was trying to act slick, throwing shade out in the open while sneaking around. And if she was messing with Offset too, this whole situation is getting unbelievably messy. Cardi, Bagg, Offset, and Ari are tangled up in a full-blown toxic love triangle. And with this one, Cardi was in her grimy bag. Y'all, this wasn't just a petty little subtweet, this was deeper. Narcissist-level scheming. Like she was out here plotting to catch Ari slipping, stirring the pot hard and setting her up with Bagg just off the shade and timing alone.
At first, MoneyBagg Yo wasn't trying to hear it. Dude was like, that's just Cardi being petty again, chasing clout. He probably brushed the whole thing off. Cause let's keep it real. He thought Ari was locked in with him, 10 toes down. That relationship armor felt solid. Plot twist though, the tea didn't stay warm for long. It boiled. And this is where it all gets even crazier. Fans went full FBI mode out here. Some of them think Ari might have actually been the one who sparked the Cardi x Stefan Diggs tea. Like before Cardi ever even posted those Offset receipts, she was out here plotting some revenge. And to me, that screams pettiness. Even Alexis posted receipts pointing right to that angle. She said, "I love how Cardi's people told me she was messing with Steph. And when I posted it, Ken Barbie hit me saying she don't even know that man." Then boom, Ari Fletcher's bestie popped up saying she saw Cardi leaving that man's hotel room, 7 months pregnant, with her hair all messed up. Cardi clapped back with her own brand of chaos. And now, the whole internet is side-eyeing her moves. Sis wasn't out here being messy by accident. She was returning fire. At this point, it's giving full-blown rap soap opera. And yes, we're locked all the way in. This is the moment where the tea hits scalding, because the story just got thicker. Word on the street is Cardi might not have been the one to kick all this off. The rumors claim Offset was the one who lit the first match. Yep, you heard right. The whole Cardi B x Stefan Diggs scandal allegedly had the internet spiraling.
Maybe Offset was the one who first started whispering things around, and here's the catch. Some folks are saying it was Ari who fed him the info. There's a real possibility that Offset was out here, having late-night pillow talk with Ari, getting the inside scoop, and then spinning it to make Cardi look like the one out here wilding. Now, it's all starting to look like a mess of clumsy moves and shady motives. Offset out here spilling secrets. Ari, allegedly, is the plug. Then he cheats on Ari with a baddie, and Cardi claps back. Meanwhile, Bag's caught in the chaos. Everybody's ready to tap into their savage mode. This ain't even tea anymore. Y'all, this is straight up disaster. And suddenly, all the pieces are falling into place. Internet detectives are putting things together fast. The streets are talking, and this theory's picking up real momentum. Word is, the first person to catch wind of Cardi B and Stefan Diggs' connection might have been Ari's bestie. Allegedly, she ran straight to Ari with the scoop, but what did Ari do with it?
Apparently, instead of keeping it close, she ran and told Offset. And Offset? He wasn't about to sit on something that juicy. Rumor is, he started letting it leak. And now look at us. We're buried in a gossip avalanche. Then, boom! MoneyBagg Yo snapped when the Offset and Ari rumors started blowing up. Full meltdown, and it makes sense. Bag and Offset had a solid bond. Maybe not best friends, but they collaborated, they had mutual respect. So if Offset really stepped over that line with Ari, that's a double betrayal. His homie's backstab and his girl's disloyalty. And the worst part? Ari's name has been caught up in cheating rumors before. Earlier this year, one of her ex-friends exposed her completely, saying Ari was sleeping with multiple men while still with Bag. And yep, even James Harden's name got tossed in the mix. At this point, the tea is gushing from every angle. Let's be real. The warning signs about Ari Fletcher and her baby daddy G Herbo possibly still sneaking around have been there for years. So while the Offset situation might have made folks laugh at first, the red flags were never hidden. Bag would understandably lose it if he thought Ari was out here playing him again. But now it's where things start getting even messier. Fans are calling out the double standards, saying we can't just act like MoneyBagg's reaction doesn't count.
MoneyBagg still looks unbothered on the surface, but he's been pulled into the mess too. Ari was already done with him at the time she had broken up with him back in 2022 because of cheating. Y'all remember that tweet? She said, "I had a long emotional day yesterday. I cried a lot, but I felt better after letting it out. I needed that. No regrets or hard feelings." She added, "I'm thankful for my life and the people in it. I've been through so much and come such a long way. I've got so much more life to live. I'm ready." That was her soft launch into the single life. Y'all, then she hit us with that bold, loud tweet. Happy, paid, and single ready for everything. Now newer fans are looking at this like, wait so you can cheat and bounce back. But when the tables turn, it's suddenly giving World War II energy. Seems like she might be back on that low-key connection wave again. I won't lie, this one is radiating heartbreak. Bag's out here acting like he forgot how loud and public Ari's last breakup really was. He probably didn't expect her to spin the block, but if she did, karma would be doing donuts and heels.
Let's not forget, there are still whispers that G Herbo might have that VIP access. And just when you think the dust has settled, boom, a side chick pops out of nowhere, armed with timestamps, screenshots, receipts, and the whole playbook, like a villain straight out of a thriller. Suddenly, Ari's tough girl energy fell apart. The internet got to her, and she went straight into cleanup mode. She said, yes, we did split up, but it wasn't because of cheating. But girl, we all saw those receipts. Who are you fooling? This is where it gets even juicier though. After all that drama, she still took him back. Then a few months later, he got caught slipping again. This time with his baby mama, Juicy, who'd been stirring the pot from the jump.
And baby, when Ari tried to clown Juicy with that shady comment aimed at Risha, calling her out for playing house, Juicy clapped back hard. So hard, in fact, that Ari was left speechless. Juicy exposed that Bag was still all up in her orbit. Full on chaos. Now Ari's out here throwing subs at Bag, even after he unfollowed her and threatened to cut it all off. But she's got more smoke for Offset than she ever aimed at the man who played her again and again. The level of hypocrisy, unmatched. What do y'all think? Why does it feel like every rapper in the game is dating each other right now? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for all the latest updates.